Welcome Wonders to Told You Woodcolors. My name is Jennifer and today I am going to be participating in some of the Spacetember initiatives, and this video is going to be all for the Spacetember coloring tag, and this is all come together and brought to you by Soraya Colors. She is on Instagram and YouTube, so please check her out. There are so many hashtags going around, but the main hashtag is hashtag Spacetember 2025 by Soraya Colors, and there are a lot of people doing project books or pages specifically relating to this hashtag, and I think it is so fun. So I'm going to go through the 10 questions that were put together by Soraya to explain my love for space in coloring. And for some of these, I don't necessarily really have an answer, but I'm going to do my best. So the first one is what is your favorite memory related to space? And this one I really had to dig deep on. But I do remember there was a project that we had to do in school, probably in like either elementary or middle school, where we had to find it was definitely middle school, so I think it was 6th grade. We had to find certain constellations in the sky and note like where we found them. I don't even know. I don't think I did it the way it was supposed to be done, but I do remember going out in the backyard with my dad and trying to figure out stuff. But that's all I remember. I don't know how far we got, but I do remember going out there and looking up at the sky with him. So so that's my favorite memory related to space that I got. Another really cool memory related to space, I suppose, but this isn't a specific memory of mine. It's just me remembering watching The Lion King, and I always loved the part where they all lay down in the grass and they're looking at stars, and that whole scene where Simba, Timon, and Pumbaa are laying there. And I always did like that scene. So there's another one for you. But the second question for the coloring tag is, what is your favorite space movie? And this one, I got a good one for you. Okay, so if you have never seen this movie, you must see this movie. It is called Rocket Man, and it was made in 1997. And we're going as far back as Blockbuster, because every year for a couple years in a row, maybe 2, 3, maybe 4 years in a row, my family would go to Blockbuster and rent Rocket Man. Then we would go to Friendly's and we would get our favorite ice creams, and we would go back home and we would watch Rocket Man together while eating our ice creams. And we did that once every year for, like I said, about maybe it was only 2 years in a row. I do remember there being 1 year after another, but I don't know if we continued it for a 3rd or 4th year. But we all loved that movie, and it is just hilarious. It's a wonderful comedy, so you should definitely check that out. Number 3, what is your favorite space TV series? And I don't have one. I don't really watch TV anymore. I'm mainly on YouTube watching Minecraft or coloring. That's basically what I watch day in and day out. But I couldn't even think of a space TV series. And I am very uncultured. I'm sorry. I'm not very well-rounded in movies in general, or TV series. So that one's gonna have to be a blank for me. Number 4 is your favorite space coloring book or page. So that's what I have these lovely stack of books here for. This is the only space coloring book that I have, is the 50 Space Scene Miniatures by Camelia Angelkova. And so that's my favorite space book. It is just so cute. I love the illustrations. And that's mainly for any Camellia Angelkova book though. I just really like her work, and I love how this works out perfect for Spacetember. Any page counts and works. But my favorite page in this book is this one. It is just absolutely unique and adorable. I love how the planets and the comets are just hanging to dry, and there's a little bucket here filled with them. I think it's the cutest, thing ever. So this one has to be my favorite in this book. I am going to show real quick just because this is on the top of the pile. I'm still going to continue with question 4 because it asked for favorite coloring book or page. But where is it? Oh, question number 6 is, what is your favorite colored space page? This is my first Spacetember. So I'm very excited about that. And I did color a page in this book so far. You might have seen it in one of my videos because I did the glossy accents on the eyeballs, and I posted a video of my first attempt doing that. But this one came out really, really nice. I do love the way that it looks. It's just so cute and so fun. So this is the answer to question number 6, my favorite colored space page, because I didn't get too far with the space this month, but I have got far with coloring in general. So I'm really excited about that. I think my completed pages for the month of September is going to be absolutely epic. So keep your eyes peeled for that one when it comes. So this book and that page are for question number 4 and 6. And to continue with question number 4, it is asking for favorite space pages. So I just wanted to go through just a couple, if you'll let me. This book here, A Million Little Monsters by Lulu Mayo, is just, you know, it's got space everywhere. And see the drippy planets back here and this little UFO. I just think this is such a fun book for this month because there are so many pages dedicated to space and comets and aliens. It's just so fun. And monsters. It's very filled with monsters as well. But the space pages that you get in this, it's the drippy rainbows. So cute. I love this so much. Even this page has UFOs and planets on it up there in the sky. They're just everywhere throughout this book. So this is a really good one to pull out for this month and next month because it goes with Halloween, all the monsters. So let's see. Planet. So that one works. We've got the moon here, but this is more like I would color this in December because of the snow. But you got planets on this side. They're just everywhere in this book. Oh, that's a completed page. Haha. You'll see that one soon. I did manage to come in and finish my whip. This page is going to be a buddy color. So that one's going to get done. And this page here could be done. I think I've seen this book a lot for people's plans. You could even turn this into a planet if it's not already. There are stars everywhere. There are rainbows. It kind of looks like it could be like a little cake, like a bundt cake or something with drippy icing. But you could turn it into a planet or a UFO or whatever. It's probably a cake because there's a cake over here too. But you could turn it into space. That's the thing. You could turn anything into anything. So that's a really good book to go into. I did pull Moments Wholly for Yourself by April. There's a page in the back here that has a really, really neat galaxy scene. So I think that would be so fun to do if you're able to accomplish that one. It's really nice, thick paper in the back here. So that could pretty much hold any medium that you have to complete that look. It's absolutely beautiful. So that one is an option. And then I do have 2 mythographic books here. Mythographic Wild Summer, one of my favorite pages in the book in general, is this cute otter page with the astronaut in the middle. One's holding the moon, one's holding the sun. So it's kind of like a yin yang aspect. And I just think these guys are so cute. This book is excellent in general. It's just the illustrations are beautiful, but that's one page to consider. And then another page that I can't help but think space is in Mythographic Aviary, and the only reason why is how Erica from Elm Colors colored this swan page here. And just the way that she did it, it almost seemed like a galaxy sky in the background with her pinks and purples. And then you have clouds down here. So it's not water, it's clouds. So you can definitely turn this page into a space page. So I did try to pull some inspiration photos even, and I'll share those with you guys. It's a funny story, so stick around for that. I saw somebody flip through this book here, Worlds Within Worlds by Kirby Rosannes, and they just turned to one of the perfect pages for Spacetember, these pterodactyls with space in their wings, and I thought that was so fun. I have yet to color a Kirby page, and I suppose at this point I am a little nervous to color in them, and I think I decided it's because his pages look so much like a piece of artwork itself that it looks finished. But I love the color that people add to them. So I know they can be colored. I know that. I think there are other pages in here too that could be done for space, but that one in particular is just so perfect. I would love to get that done, but I'd probably chicken out. I just got to get in here and add color to the page. So here's a little bit of space here in this bubble. That's really cool. This could almost be like a space world, a space city. So that's really cool. I think there's one more in here, but I don't know where it is. That's like another space city coming out of a book. All those flying machines. Here it is, this one here. But this is like underwater and space at the same time. So that's really, really neat. I just got to get in and bite the bullet and get it over with and color Kirby page because they're so beautiful. Another page that I found was in Circle of Life. I love this book by Melpomene Chesapeni, and the one that I picked out was this one. It's perfect. It's space. So it works, and I love coming in here and coloring these pages. They're just so beautiful. I don't color it enough. I only did the front couple. So I'm still working on this one, guys. But I did this one, I'm working on this one, and I got these done. And that's it. And that little guy here, I think that's all I did so far. This guy, so maybe I can add to it and get the space page done. And then one last one, this was shown, I think, on the another coloring tag, Share the Love. Was it that one? What, was it that one? Your favorite, yes, I believe so. Your favorite untouched or uncolored page. And I had picked this one for that answer, and it's still one of my favorites. I do have a lot more books than I did back then. But this is still one of my favorites. I just love this cupboard full of jars of space. It's the cutest thing. And again, just like the Camila Angel Kova page where she has space hanging up, I think the idea of space being able to be contained is also a really excellent idea. It's just so fun to think about and see. And in your mind, there are just so many possibilities for this page. So one day I would love to come in here and do this. I just don't think it's going to be this month because it's one of my favorites. So Rooms of Wonder by Johanna Basford is an excellent choice. And I just stacked all these books on top of another one. But if you like to think outside of the box, you could even pull a book off your shelf that isn't related to space at all. So we have Tales from Atlantis by Hannah Carlson. This is like almost strictly underwater completely. But if you just love this book and you want to color a page in here, you can turn it into space. So I picked this guy out because he kind of looks like he's floating, and this is meant to be like water ripples, but you can turn it into like a galaxy because you have stars up here anyway. So you can just be super creative with any page in any book and create space for it. So I just thought that one was so fun and cool. I do love this book. These books by her are just excellent. I am waiting for her Halloween book to come out in English, so next year I'll be getting that one. And I think it just has me wanting to be in a Hannah Carlson book this year, this month, because everyone's got that book right now and it's so cute. I love it, but we're talking space. So that's the answer to question number 4, your favorite space coloring book or page. And then we move to question 5, your favorite supplies to color space. And because I haven't colored very much space at all, I just used alcohol markers in this one with the chalk pastel background. So I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's my start. It's where I started. I think either Derwent Inktense pencils or the Neocolor 2s are going to be my favorite, and I'm going to be working with both of those to complete a page this month, and I'm really excited to see what page I pick for those and how they turn out. So this month is just going to be so fun. There is one thing I forgot, classic me. I want to slip this in the video, I think along the lines of the favorite supplies to color space. And something that I printed out, I took a tip from Erica from Elm Colors, and I printed out some inspiration photos to help me with what I want my pages to imitate or look like, or just guide me in color choices or lighting. So I did print out some pages, and I think the Neocolor 2s and the Derwent Inktense pencils are going to work great for this. These brighter ones down here were mainly for the 50 space theme miniatures, just because I can really get my alcohol markers to be this bright, because I just have to pick the marker. So I did start to get into a rabbit hole with these images though, and I think I started to become obsessed with cats in space. So I have some pages just mainly on lighting or how the colors can blend together, or color palettes. It's mainly blue and orange. I did some bokeh effects down here if I wanted to go in that direction. And then more space pages. And here comes the cats. The cats in space. So I know I want to color a page from my Million Unicorns book by Lulu Mayo, and she has so many cats in her pages. So I think these would be so fun to try to use for that. And I have more cats, and I'm actually very obsessed with this one right here. So I think I'm gonna make a video on this. I think I'm gonna do a first attempt with collaging in a coloring book, because this is a vibe and I'm all about that. So I did print out oh, and I got, okay. Then I wanted to look up pictures of swans in space because of that page from the mythographic aviary. So I wanted to look that up, but apparently that's like a series, a book series. So I couldn't do swans in space, so I did ducks in space, and then I got this. And then I saw rubber ducks in space, and then that gave me a whole idea. So we've got some very random inspiration picks here. So I did print out some pizza. And that's going to be part of my collage. And then I have rubber ducks, and this is my favorite emoji. I think there's a hashtag out there, or one of the side quests for Spacetember is to put your favorite thing in space. So I'm going to put my favorite emoji in space. So we're going to have fun collaging with rubber ducks, pig snouts, and pizza. And we'll see what other things I can think up with these inspiration photos. But I had a lot of fun. looking these up, putting it together, and we'll see what I come up with. It's a lot, so sometimes you can get overwhelmed with too much inspiration, but I hope that I can accomplish this. So that's what I've got for that. So that goes along the lines of my favorite supplies to color space. I think that'll help me. I'm gonna add that in as a supplies, the inspiration photos. And using my Neocolor 2s and my Inktense should be a lot of fun to recreate those inspirational images. So we already answered question number 5, your favorite colored space page. And question number 7 is, what do you love about the space theme? And I just think it's how creative you can be with space. There are no limits at all. I think it's another reason why I like the Mermaid month as well. They're not real, so you can do whatever you want with your mermaids. Space is real, but because there's so much unknown in space, you can still make it what you want. And it's such a limitless thing, you know, it is limitless, and it's just wild to think about. So I think a lot of artists like to just soak themselves and immerse themselves into as much creativity as possible. And when you think about space, I think there's nothing more creative than just imagining worlds or beings apart from the one that you know. So I think this theme is just so fun. And I like the sound of Spacetember too, you know, so Raya was very, very clever coming up with that. It's just very fun to say, and I'm going to have a blast participating. So I love that. Number 8 is, what is your favorite space quote? I don't have one. I think Neil Armstrong probably would be my go-to for that answer, but I could probably pick a quote from the movie Rocket Man 2 to put in there, or a quote from The Lion King when they're laying in the grass. But off the top of my head, I don't remember, and I don't really have one that sits in well with me. So there's that one. Question number 9, would you travel in a space ship? What an interesting question. And I think my answer to that question would be, if it didn't cost me any money and if there was no alternative to living on Earth, yes, I would get in a spaceship and go. And the very last question, question number 10, is, what do you like most about Spacetember? I think I answered that perfectly in the 7th question. What do you love about the space theme? So what do I love most about Spacetember? I love when the coloring community comes together for something, and it just seems like a lot of people are into this, and it's fun to do all the buddy colors together. And it just seems like this year, I guess I don't know from last year, I wasn't in the coloring scene last year, but it really does seem like a movement almost, and I think that's really fun. So anything that involves the community is always so fun. And I did watch a YouTube video from Jody Colors and Jody Moments. I watched a video from Jody Moments. I'll have to look that one up. I will definitely post Soraya and Jody in the video underneath in the description, so you can check them out. But she did an excellent video regarding all the space things that you could do, and she even has like a checklist that you can get on her Ko-fi store, I believe, and I thought that was excellent. I am going to try to participate as much as I can with that. I've got my checklist right over here. This is what I'm reading off of. My Spacetember coloring tag, so all the questions here, and on the other side, I just wasn't able to print it out. So Jody Moments. So she has the the hashtag. She has the free pages from RJ Hampson and Helena to color for the Buddyverse 2025. They're trying to get 100 people to color these pages and post on Instagram under this hashtag Buddyverse 2025. These pages can be found on Jody Moments YouTube page. If you click on the description of her Spacetember video, well, it doesn't even have to be that one. If you go to her Ko-fi store, you'll find these pages there. I'm sure there are other places too, but that's the way I would go, I guess. And then Spacetember hashtags and initiatives. So that you have the 3 main initiatives and then your side quests as well. So I am all set. I'm ready to go. I'm very excited, and I hope to participate as much as I can in any and all of these. So I guess that's what I like most about Spacetember, is just being once again part of this amazing coloring community. I love it so much, and coloring really does bring me a lot of joy. I just love being creative again, because I kind of fell off of that wagon a little bit, and it's just fun to do this and be a part of something at the same time. So that's everything for you guys. That is the Spacetember coloring tag. So I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your favorite things about space, and if you do have a channel, go ahead and make this video. It is so fun to participate in, and I can't wait to see everybody's finished pages for Spacetember. I hope you guys all have a great and colorful day. Bye!